Hello YouTube, Matt here from Forensics with Matt, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how I rooted my phone and optionally installed Lineage OS to create a forensics test dataset of my own for learning about Android as it updates in the future. And I will be using a Pixel 8 for this, and without further ado, let's get into the video, and I will see you on the end of this introduction. Hey, welcome to the video, everybody. But before I start the actual video, I'd like to take a moment to mention my Substack newsletter. So, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that the past few videos that I've been doing, at least from the time of recording this announcement, have also had a written component on Substack. And if you follow my LinkedIn, you'll also know that I post these there. But now I want to talk about this here. So my Substack is a place where I talk about cybersecurity related things, digital forensics things, and I'm gonna end up at some point also rolling over to technology like Android, Google Windows, Apple iOS, and macOS, and all of those other cool technology things. But in the meantime, this is just a newsletter where I do thoughts about things that are related to this profession and technology. So if you like the way I do my videos and want to read about my thinking behind this stuff, go right ahead and subscribe to this newsletter of my own. And you'll find that you can pay for it, or you can just be a free subscriber like most people would. If you just so happen to pay, just feel free to think that you're supporting a very small creator to become a big creator as well. You're supporting my lab, and this lab will bring you a lot of new cool forensics things like forensics with Android by buying new Android devices, or forensics with actual computers by buying actual computers and maybe even a faster lab computer to do things faster and get videos out to you faster as well. So subscribe however you'd like, and just know that no matter what you do, you're getting my words and you're getting to have the latest forensics content as fast as I'm able to get it out. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to the video, and here I am on Lineage OS's website, and for my Pixel 8, we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to the X installation guide for this. And so to start with the basic requirements, we have to first set up ADB and fastboot by going through the terminal. Where is my terminal at? Okay, so I already have ADB installed on my machine. So if you're on a Mac, what you're going to do is you're going to have to install Homebrew, so you would get that from here. You'll go to the Homebrew site and run this command, and that should add things to path. And then once you do that, you do brew install Actually, I believe you'll be searching platform tools. Yeah, so this is what I have that got me ADB. Three, four, five, six. Yeah, so you're gonna see that right there. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit for myself to make things easier. And I'm going to move out of this folder and create a folder. I'm gonna call it Pixel 8. I'm gonna call it Pixel 8 Lineage OS. Pixel 8 dash Lineage OS. And then I'm going to cd into that folder. I'm going to go into that folder and I will be back once I prepare my phone and everything. Okay, so I grabbed my phone and plugged it into the Mac. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow this, we're going to trust it. And then just to verify that it captured everything, I'll type in ADB devices into my terminal. Oh, ADB. And then, yeah, we're going to authorize that device and then do it again. So it is a device. And now we're going to go back to this lineage page over here. And actually, again, on the phone, we're going to make sure that and on the phone, we're going to make sure that USB debugging is enabled. So in the settings, we go to okay, we're gonna go to actually USB debugging and OEM unlocking have to be enabled in order for this to proceed. So gonna go to first, go to build number. And we're gonna type that 7 times. But I'm already a developer on this, so it'll be fine. And so OEM unlocking has to be on and USB debugging. So those two things are on, so it'll be good for us. We can move on to the next steps. And then after that, we need to make sure the system is up to date. System software updates. Yeah, we need to keep that up to date. We're at the newest version of Android 15. Let me just check again. And that is good. So yeah, now we go to type in this into our terminal over here. We reboot it to our bootloader and just give that a second to open up to the bootloader. And it should be good. And just to verify, we verify that it's in fastboot mode in the bootloader, and that is fine. And then you do a fastboot flashing unlock in order to unlock the bootloader. And then press volume down and then the power button to unlock the bootloader. And so we see down here that our bootloader is unlocked. I will move it closer to my camera. And our device status is unlocked. And so now we can move on to the next step. So we download the latest files from this page right here, which are we download the builds. I'm going to open another window of this browser right here, new window. So that I can more easily okay, there we go. I'm going to save that file to download/pixel8 Lineage OS. I'm just going to save all these files to that folder. Okay, so please note that as I download this, if you need Google Play Services, you're going to have to get a Google Play Services APK And I'm not going to be doing that in this video because I want to do testing without Google Play services first. Okay, so in this we have a boot image, we have an init boot image, we have a super empty image, vendor boot image, vendor kernel boot image, VB meta image, DBTO image, and the actual Linux 22.1 image. So now we're going to go back to this and we're going to flash these things onto it. We're going to flash them one by one. That was successful. It successfully finished. That was successful. It finished. And that finished. And we're gonna flash the we're gonna flash also this vendor boot image. And then we're gonna boot over to recovery. After that is done, we need to boot into recovery mode. And if we did this correctly, we should get a Lineage OS logo after this bootloader unlocked screen finishes. Okay, Google. Okay, good. We're doing it correctly so far. Now that we have this LineageOS boot file, we need to go to this apply update. We can either tap it or do the keys. Actually, it recommends on the page here that we do a factory reset, format data and factory reset. So we'll just do that really quickly. Okay, now that we got that done, our reset is complete. Now we apply update from ADB. ADB minus D, ADB minus LI. We're going to sideload that. The Lineage OS image and give it a moment. It might take a while. And in the meantime, when we do that, we'll download the Magisk that we need. We'll download the Magisk here that we need to in order to root the phone. So I'll put another one of this right here, and we'll go to Magisk. And so currently the Magisk that is available to us right now, I'll put Safari away for the time being. But the Magisk release that we have right now is this one, in APK format. Okay, it's still 30%. So it may take a bit longer. Okay, it's 47%. It's about halfway. Okay, so I think it's finished, but here on the screen, here on my terminal screen, it's stuck at 47%. I want to wait until this gets up all the way. Okay, yeah, so it might have finished, so that'll be fine probably. So undefined error 0, so I'm sure it probably did it right. Okay, so now back to Lineage OS. Okay, there we go. I got my cursor back over here. Okay, now back to Lineage OS. Okay, so we flash this thing. So yeah, we can install more add-ons using the method that I just used to push Lineage OS to the phone. And now I can reboot the system and see if it all worked. Okay, good, it worked. It has Lineage OS. I like the logo, it looks really cool. Okay, so let me enter my Wi-Fi password. Okay, good, I got my Wi-Fi password entered. I'm gonna enter my time zone settings, Pacific. I'm gonna enter all this stuff. No telemetry. I'll skip that. And then dark theme. Okay, so we're good with that. Let's go over to settings. We'll enable developer settings again. And so since we have Lineage OS right now, I'm going to just root the phone and end the video after that. Developer options. So our bootloader is unlocked, so OEM unlocking is grayed out at the moment. So I turned on OEM. Actually, let me see if I turn on advanced reboot. Advanced restart. and then I will restart it to recovery. Okay, so I don't have Magisk in this folder, so in order to root, we're going to need to sideload Magisk onto this thing. Pixel 8 Lineage OS. So where is our Magisk at? Our Magisk is going to be Magisk v28.1. adb minus db sideload. Okay, signature verification failed. We get that. I'm going to install it anyway. Okay, so it is done. So I'm gonna reboot the system now and see if we are good. And so we need to upgrade to the full Magisk. So we need to download and install that. And in order to get that, we need to update from source. And so once it does that, it'll give us this app right here. And it's called Magisk. The actual Magisk. So it'll reboot the phone. And so just let it reboot. And so now with that out of the way, we go back into Magisk. No modules installed. Super user. And so now we'll download a root checker to make sure. Our browser up here. Okay, now we don't have. So let's get only the necessary cookies. We're going to download that. We're going to let that install. We'll agree to that. And then we'll go back to Magisk. Okay, so I want to make sure I have a root shell on the phone, and I think that's under modules. Because on the other phone that I'm recording this from, I'm finding out that, or when I rooted it just to make sure that everything is good, the phone that I'm recording this from had a root shell option. So I just want to make sure that I'm correct in assuming that. And so under Magisk now, so actually I'll be right back as I check that. Okay, welcome back to the video, everybody, and so I found this super user shell option, but that's only doing some of the process that I see, or that you'll see in the next video for doing magnet acquire, to actually acquire data from this phone that you're making a test set with. So for that matter, I think we're done here with this phone and actually getting it prepared for the dataset. So in the next video, what we're going to do is actually install a couple of apps on it, and then we're going to put that into magnet acquire and acquire the actual image of the device with our magnet acquire. So with that being said, if you enjoyed, and I hope you did enjoy this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. And until the next video, this has been Matt rooting an Android phone for making test data. Signing off. Until next time, Matt out.